Hey guys, so I told y'all I was going to start telling my story, and I think today is the day. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm going on a walk here in Lenore, North Carolina. Um, I'm going to do the best I can with telling my story at not cussing. I'm going to give y'all a warning. It's ugly. It's heartbreaking. You're going to cry. I'm going to cry. Probably, I don't know. I'm probably going to remember things that I haven't, probably going to wish I hadn't said some things, but I've been wanting to write my story and I'm too ADHD to do it. Look how pretty these flowers are. Look at that. It's beautiful. So, I do feel it needs to be heard. Many people have told me it needs to be heard or told. So here we go. I have no idea what format I'm going to use, what timeline. A lot of y'all know that I don't have many friends. I stay to myself. You never see me with a circle of people. It's really hard for me to get close to people. There's a few people I've known through my life that are still there. But overall, it's always just been me, and I think I chose that way. How are you doing? But I guess it's more so just because either I always sabotage things or because of how I grew up, I continue to choose people to sabotage me. You know what? I kind of want to go sit back on that bench again. So I think it's always been hard for me to make friends. And it's a blessing and a curse. And sorry, I'm already nervous doing this when I walk by somebody. Imagine walking by somebody at a public park. Can you believe it? So I guess we'll get into where it started. I was born August 11th, 1981, which happens to be hip hop's birthday. That'll be relevant later. I don't have very many memories as a child, period. I think a lot of it was blocked out. So I was abused from the time I was 2, sexually, and it was my grandfather. I didn't say anything to anybody until I was 7, and it was because they made me tell them. To kind of give you a little background, I was raised in an upper middle class family. My grandparents had money. My grandfather was Navy. My grandfather was a teacher. They have a really cute love story, but very Southern family. Southern to the point that I did not agree with everything. Well educated. If you look at it from a monetary stability point of view, I had everything that a child could want. I did not get to really enjoy these things very much, but I had them. I would go to my grandparents' house I don't know. I'd go often enough. I remember what their house looks like. Now, this is the grandparents on my dad's side. The grandparents on my mom's side were the good ones, so to say, just very southern and stuck in their ways, which I didn't agree with. The one on my dad's side are the ones we are going to discuss abuse-wise. So I would go there, and I don't know. I mean, I remember like the spoon and the paddle like thing hanging on the wall. I remember the jug in the corner in the living room. I remember it would smell like fireplace and mothballs, like that old people smell. Remember, it had a train running through the back, or train tracks, and it was a big yard. I remember a washboard, believe it or not. I remember the soap kind of smelling like the old people rose smell. And I remember the bedroom being in the back. And I remember we would play footsie a lot. So I would go there probably a few times a year, maybe more. I don't know. I don't see, these are things I don't remember. I barely remember anything. And I remember one time, like, I'll go through the hospitalizations and stuff later, but I remember one time, and I don't know if like footsie led into it. I don't know how he did it, you know. I don't know. I just remember playing footsie a lot on the bed. It, anyway, the only thing that I remember that was like laying back on the bed and like him uh playing with himself over me, and at the time I thought he peed on me. I didn't know it wasn't pee. um I don't remember anything else. I don't know if I should be grateful or not. So anyways, I I was a trouble kid. Like, I got kicked out of kindergarten. I think I kicked someone in the balls or did something, like held him against a tree. I did something. And I think it was for the most part guys. Yeah, like, but whatever I did, I fought a guy in kindergarten. And then I remember punching a hole in the wall when I was 7. I remember cutting small with scissors when I was 7, like, you know, the kid scissors. So I got suspended or kicked out of school for that. It's just very, very fuzzy. Well, anyways, we're in the first couple years, and I'll go into those more later. I think my childhood would go faster than my youthhood, of my young adulthood and teen and beyond, because there's a lot less I remember from that time than other times. But I'm sure they'll poke their head in every now and again. But I love you guys, and we'll just see where this goes. Stay tuned.